Hey everybody, it's 5 o'clock, so that means it's time for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock shadow with your boy, Truthit. So put some respect on his name.
Find out, nope, it's not me, it's them. It's something wrong with all y'all. And it's like everybody's so oversensitive now. Why? Like you can't do nothing without a certain group of people crying or a certain group of people mad at this. You know, you say, hey, I'm a Christian. Hey, guess what? I'm a Christian too. My wife is white. Hey, wait, I'm an Israelite. Your wife is an Edomite. You're going to hell. Oh, dang it, I'm sorry. Hey, it's like people are too sensitive now. We're oversensitive. In 2017, we bring some strength back? Can we be strong? Can we not? Can we be able to endure anything? Can we be able to be offended without going overboard? Oh my goodness. My God. The stuff that people are crying over today is insane, and I, for one, am tired of it. Take Steve Martin, for example. I know Steve Martin from, he used to write for the Smothers Brothers. You don't remember the Smothers Brothers? Oh, let me keep it real. The only reason why I know anything about the Smothers Brothers is because they used to come on Nick at Night, and I was like, okay, this show's not bad. Let me look into that, and we went from there. So that's the only reason why I know about the Smothers Brothers. But Steve Martin, he used to write for that. The Smothers Brothers was like in the 60s. That's a long time ago he's been a comedian and an actor. But he's in hot water now. And when I got the word that Steve Martin was in hot water, I said, what did that man do? I know he had to do something. Let me see what he did. So I scoured the internets. I looked at all the offended people's sections of the internets. A little bit of liberals over here, a little bit of feminists over here. Oh, Black Lives Matter, they were there too. Oversensitive people, I looked in the little oversensitive section, and sure enough, I found it. Steve Martin gave his opinion about someone who's died, which I personally thought it was like a lovely statement. And it's been deemed sexist to the point where he had to remove it. And people are still calling for him to make it a public apology. Yeah, they're mad. They're crying. Steve Martin, you messed up. Whatever happened to beauty is in the eye of the beholder? You can't even behold beauty now without people getting offended? Like, what if everybody else thought she was ugly and he still thought she was beautiful? Would people be offended over that? Like, if someone publicly thinks another man is handsome, can they not say that, I think he's handsome without getting in trouble? I don't get it. It really hurts my head. You guys hurt my head. I was looking up some strange facts, and do you know that it is a true fact. If people stress you out, or if you are overly stressed, your brain literally hurts. And it made sense, because you guys made my head hurt. Dang it. Steve Martin, a famous comedian, been an American icon for 50 plus years. He's an actor, a producer. He plays 6 in the 100 stand-up comedians of all time. In almost everybody's list, he's in at least the top 10. Top 20 for some of y'all. But what he wrote on Twitter doesn't have anybody laughing. On his Twitter, in response to the passing of Carrie Fisher, aka Princess Leia of the Star Wars fame, he wrote, "When I was a young man, Carrie Fisher, she was the most beautiful creature I had ever seen. She turned out to be witty and bright as well." Twitter lost their mind. How dare he say that? How dare he call her a beautiful creature? Like, what if she was one? He said she turned out to be bright and witty as well, which means he knows her beyond just looks. And he was mourning her death. He was looking for something nice to say over her death. But people got so bent on the shit, he had to shut it down. No, you can't call her a beautiful creature. That's sexist. Oh, stop all the crying. In a day where we have women who are millionaires, and their claim to those millions were nothing more than making sex tapes, being a socialite, dating a football player or rapper, we are going to champion the cause against men's sexuality? We're going to attack Steve Martin over that? Unbelievable. Yes, Carrie Fisher did not like sexuality and did not like to be looked at as a piece of meat.
Carrie Fisher is totally fed up with sexist comments about her looks. I don't know where you get your delusions, laser brain.
The Star Wars actress is firing back after a New York Post columnist penned an op-ed titled, "If Carrie Fisher doesn't like being judged on looks, she should quit acting."
What?
In the article, the writer claims no one would even know who Carrie Fisher was if it weren't for her ability to leverage her looks, writing, quote, "George Lucas only cast her in the first place because she was young, slim, and cute at the time." Carrie fired back on Twitter, writing, "Okay, I quit acting. Now can I not like being judged for my looks? Tell me what to do and who to be. Oh, wise New York Post columnist, you genius."
What are we bent out of shape over? None of that has to do with Steve Martin. The article goes on to talk about how Fisher was telling Daisy Ridley. So this is also in Rolling Stone. Carrie Fisher told Daisy Ridley, the protagonist in the new Star Wars films, fight to stay out of the slave suit. And Ridley remembers that fondly. She even commented on it. Carrie did not want me to get into a slave suit because she didn't want me to only be known for what she was known for in that slave suit, which is fine. I get it. 100% ain't mad at that. But you know who else had a problem with being in a suit and being looked at as only one way? George Reeves. Guess who he was? He played Superman, and he got bent out of shape, even allegedly committed suicide over it. Because no matter what he tried to do in his career, he was only known as Superman. Guess what he was telling people? Don't get into that Superman suit, because that's what you'll be known as. Is it possible that Carrie Fisher, although she was against sexism and she was against all that stuff, is it possible that she was also a little bit bent out of shape because of typecasting? And even if she wasn't, what does that have to do with Steve Martin? Are we really this dense? Are we really this agitated now? Is society this, my God. I talked about this before. The woman who had another guy walking with her and he had a body camera or whatever, some hidden camera, like they always do, and she was walking through New York and guys were trying to hit on her. Stuff like that. Yes. Get upset over that. It's upsetting how they objectify women and things like that. She was put in that suit to look sexy. Young boys going to the movies, drooling over that scene is what George Lucas wanted. And even still, he just said she was a beautiful creature. He didn't even mention the suit, but everybody automatically brings it to the suit. Oh, that slave suit, that's what he's talking about. Steve Martin didn't say nothing about the slave suit. Newsflash, people. Some boys had a crush on Carrie Fisher before Return of the Jedi. There were 2 Star Wars films before it. And boys were already in love and had posters of Carrie Fisher on their wall before Return of the Jedi. Why do you think they put her in that suit in Return of the Jedi? Fully clothed in the first 2 movies, nerds all around the world fell in love with Princess Leia, the first 2 Star Wars films. So they said, let's turn it up a little bit. We have to make the Return of the Jedi bigger, badder, like they always do, and they put her in the suit, and now I guess it's all Steve Martin's fault. Steve Martin, bad. You're bad. I'm glad. Steve Martin, next time don't take your Twitter. Listen, don't take your Twitter down. Not only do not take your Twitter down, I'm gonna reshare. I'm gonna repost it, and I'm gonna say, kick rocks, you sensitive liberals. I don't even know if liberals are like crying over this, but if you are, yeah, you kick rocks too. Take a quick break. We'll be right back on the 5 o'clock shadow.